Right, let's talk about meal prep. Basically, after baby number one, it's always like prepare food, you put in the oven. We always cook fresh, but it was very challenging. And then we try different things. And after baby number two, it was even more difficult. So a lot of try and error, and I think we finally found the solution, which is called meal prep. And actually it was already there. So basically you find your time to cook on the weekend, especially on Sunday, because you want the food to last Monday to Friday. There are different methods. One method is you prepare the same dish Monday to Friday. Not my thing, because I don't like to eat the same every day. There are other methods. I love some of them. So basically that's just you prepare your like ingredients, and then like 7 ingredients right in the fridge, and you mix and match, and you like different like dishes. So these some of my notes from YouTube. And then there are the other option is you prepare your meals and then you reheat. So yeah, I got like even a book, which is very nice. Maybe we do some recipes from this book together. But I wanted to do something from my side as Spanish, and that's why I decided to do a Spanish meal prep. I just thought what Spanish mom or Spanish lady or man would prepare on the weekend for the rest of the week, and I did some of the recipes I cook with my mom. So hopefully you enjoy. Basically we're gonna have Monday to Thursday lunch and dinner. So everything is gonna be ready. I did cook on Sunday about 2 hours, maybe less than 2 hours, which is what we like. And to be honest, I never got like the window, like have 2 marvelous hours to cook. So sometimes I do things in the morning, or while I'll do dinner for the little ones. So you know, we need to be flexible. So hopefully you enjoy, and I highly recommend the chicken. The chicken is on Wednesday evening, is heaven, and it's something we cook a lot with my mom, and it was so nice to like realize how nice it is, that chicken. So hopefully you enjoy. So for the Spanish lentils we're gonna need 2 leeks, that's optional, 2 celery sticks. We need to make sure we clean you know, the streams, I'll show you later, 4 carrots, half a kilogram of lentils. I didn't soak them, I think it depends of the lentils. There's some people that soak overnight, but it doesn't work for me, so I'm gonna try this time to just rinse them and put it on the pan. 2 bay leaves. This should be like 3 big tomatoes, but I just have cherry tomatoes, and then 2 onions. And very important, they can be vegan, but if you want to add chorizo, so we can add chorizo. Right, so we have all the vegetables in the pan with cold water. I put the vegetable as whole as I can, because when the process is finished, it needs to be like extract, and we're gonna blend the vegetables, not the chorizo, vegetables with the liquid and a few lentils, and then it's gonna be super creamy. I just add a little bit of salt and pepper, and now we're gonna make this to boil, and when it's boiled I'm gonna like simmer for like 2 hours. For the courgette soup, I mean, it's a little bit variable. I'm gonna do like double batch so I can freeze some, but basically for like 4 people you need like 4 courgettes. I would do with the skin on because it is nicer, and then like for 4 people like 2 potatoes, half an onion. You could add, if you want, some carrots, or 1 garlic clove, and also what you can do is add some cheese at the end if you want, but I'm gonna keep it like quite natural. So I'm gonna start with the onion, and I'll show you. Basically I'm gonna cut the onion in julienne. I mean, it doesn't matter, but we're gonna fry slowly the onion, and once it's quite gold, we're gonna put the vegetables, and the last thing, the water. So I'm gonna put some olive oil in the pan, just a little bit, and then I'm gonna add my onion, and I'm gonna get ready probably the vegetables. How we want to cut the vegetables, I mean, it doesn't matter, it just needs to be like probably in rounds, probably that's easy. And let's keep going. As usually happens, when I am cooking, it's sunny outside. If I want to go out, it's raining. But to be honest, I mean, this morning it's really freezing. And here I got my little herbs growing. I'm just trying to grow some herbs for cooking since I moved into the house. And this is one of my friend's present. It never gives me flowers, but I love it. So yeah, I just got my boiling water here ready, so it's easy just to speed up the cooking time. I think it's just about time to add the vegetables, because it's just slightly burning on the side, it's slightly to get gold. And this is, I think, probably one of the top tips to do any vegetable soup or cream. So now we start adding the courgettes and the potatoes. Everything is in the pan. I just added 2 vegetable cubes as well, and then I'm gonna add the boiled water. Ooh, just enough to cover. Maybe I need a little bit more. But once boiling, 30 minutes, and it's all ready to blend. So we're gonna move on to the fish skewers. Basically, we're trying to eat more fish, less meat, maybe protein like once a day. This is like super winner when you have guests coming over, because you can prepare the skewers the day before and then just put on the grill, 7 minutes each side, all done. So basically what we need is, ideally is like a monkfish, but I just had this in the freezer, so I just decided to, you know, for 4 people. And then I just decided to use like another fish like cod, should be nice as well. And then you need skewers. I use metallic ones because they don't burn and are reusable as well. But of course there are the wooden ones. And then we're gonna need some pancetta, mustard, whole grain mustard. I think it's very important. This is very nice. And then between, you know, the fish, we're gonna put some courgette as well to add more vegetables, and to finish the end and the beginning of the skewers, cherry tomatoes. Right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cube more or less the fish. I'm gonna put it on here on the bowl with salt and pepper and mustard. So it got everything in here, and we mix up. And then we're gonna do the skewers. Right, so we are ready. I forgot to mention that we need to cut this in half moons. Maybe this is slightly thick that I thought, but the thinner the best, so it's gonna cook through. So basically you pick up the skewer. It's quite therapeutic as well. Just, you know, start with the cherry tomato, and then I'm gonna go for pancetta. So let's do that. So instead I pick up one pancetta. We want pancetta because it's very thin. We don't want like normal bacon. And then we just pick up one fish, and then we roll. So roll it like that. Okay, so this is gonna protect the fish to get burned as well. And then somehow, pues, you need to get through it. There we go. And then we put like one courgette. Okay, and I just keep going. So these beauties are ready. Maybe there's a little bit too much fish, but it's fine. It's what I, you know,
It is gonna go with some boiled rice, and that's it, so nothing else. So I'm gonna put some cling film, I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and they're ready for tomorrow evening meal. For the next recipe, I'm gonna do like a penne bolognese, but it's quite slightly different than usual. So we're gonna need like 1 onion, some passata. I think the mushrooms, they give like a very nice flavor, and then sausage meat. Alternatively, you can like buy sausages and then like open and take, you know, pull out the meat. It is nice because they already got this nice flavor and spices and everything. So yeah, let's get started. So what we have here, we have the lentils still cooking. Just make sure there's enough water to keep going. They're simmering, and then we have the courgettes are all done. We'll let them cool down before we do any blending. And then we have like the onion. I chopped 1 onion, so it's a non-stick pan. And then here we have some pasta already cooking. Here I just decided to go for 400 grams because it's gonna be a 2-day meal. Let's try to break the meat. I decided to put like to the minimum. The fire, and very patiently we need to break down this. Maybe when this is like halfway through, we add the mushrooms. At this stage, some of the meat is slightly brown, some other bits still maybe need a little bit more, but I don't want like to wait till it burns completely. I already chopped my mushrooms, so there we go. And now once the mushrooms are cooked, I'm gonna add the tomato sauce. When the pasta is al dente, I just drain the pasta, and then I'll just put some knots of butter. I know probably it's not the healthiest, but it prevents sticking while waiting for the sauce, and it gives a very nice flavor. I'm quite happy right now, so this is ready to put like the tomato. It is looking good, right? Because the tomato is quite acid, at this stage we need to do a couple of things. So the first thing is we need to add some salt, just a little bit. Okay. And the other thing we're gonna add is some sugar. So here are my lentils, and what I did is I just moved to like a small pot I use for the pasta. I just moved all the vegetables, and if you are catching like any juices or additional lentils, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna blend all of these. Just make sure you fish your bay leaves out. So blend all of these, and then we're gonna mix up with the lentils, and they're gonna be like super creamy. So I finished mixing up the lentils with the blending stuff, and actually I've been quite lucky, so I have you know, 3 times for 2 people plus an individual one, which I'm gonna freeze. The other thing I didn't talk about is the containers. It is better to store the fridge, to store the food in the fridge in glass containers. I think it keeps nice flavor and stays nice for longer. But you know, I don't have probably enough glass containers, so if I need to use plastic, I'll use this first, and maybe later the glass ones. And these basically are gonna go for the freezer. So there we go.
difficult to control.